Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Strange Wonders. As always, I'm your host, Mr.G. So, bad news, Eric is still missing. But, on the good news, pretty much the entire town is looking for him now, so that's good. That's good, yeah. Anyway, today we're talking about those slimy pink tubes that live underground. That's right, earthworms. Earthworms are worms of the lubricin suborder. Earthworms are characterized by their pink bodies with ringed skin and a raised area near their head, which is reproductive based. And, like most worms, they have a simple body plan, basically being a tube, which is characteristic of annelids. Earthworms are a subterranean group, and they don't need much in order to live, as their habitat is also their food. An earthworm's diet consists of the nutrients in soil, like decaying plants and animals, microbes, and things like that, which keeps them moving along just nicely. Earthworms are found anywhere there's soil and plant life, so deserts which have sand or tundras which don't have any plants really are places where you're not going to get worms. Earthworms are hermaphrodites, meaning they simultaneously have male and female reproductive organs, and when they reproduce, it's as simple as finding another earthworm. Now, one strange behavior of earthworms is that they tend to surface when it rains. Nobody knows why for sure they do this. For the longest time, it was believed that they needed to breathe and the underground got flooded, but it's been since discovered that earthworms are perfectly capable of either breathing or holding their breath for a long time, so yeah, that's out. Another theory is simply that they surface because the surface of the mud is a lot easier to slide across than underground when it rains. But whatever the reason, watch your step in the rain. When it comes to humans, earthworms are often seen as a gross animal, and they're often used for gross out humor, like, oh, you almost ate a worm, or oh, there's a worm right there. I wouldn't call them scary animals, since, well, I don't really think anyone's scared of them. They're more so seen as gross animals, I'd say. Like dung beetles. Nobody's scared of dung beetles, we just find them gross. This kind of makes sense as earthworms are rather slimy and spend all their lives in dirt. And worm is often used as a synonym for someone being undesirable or rather lowly. But thing is, worms are an important part of the ecosystem. Their poop helps fertilize the soil, and worms are very good at cleaning up dirty dirt. What I mean by dirty dirt, polluted dirt. I mean that's what I mean by dirty dirt, since they help eat the nasty microorganisms in the dirt. Plus, worms are an important food source for many small carnivores. As for more human stuff, worms are popular fish bait, and in media, you'll often see earthworms inside apples. This isn't actually accurate, though, as the worms found inside apples are not earthworms, and often aren't even worms, as most of the time the creatures you see in apples are fly larvae or caterpillars, and they're rarely members of the annelids. And oh yeah, worms aren't bugs, like, at all. They're not even arthropods, so calling a crab a bug is more accurate than calling a worm a bug. And oh yeah, well, that's worms for you. Remember, you may see them and think that they're gross, but without them, then a lot of systems could collapse. Happy Earth Day, everybody. And keep an eye out for Eric, okay? Okay.